Hey everybody. I've got to tell you some stories about, first of all, weight loss success stories with Whole30. I've been coaching people through Whole30 for many years, hundreds of people, back to my days of owning a CrossFit gym, and we would do group challenges of 20 to 30 people at a time. And since I've changed to doing only personal training, it's become my go-to nutrition program for people. And mainly because it breaks a lot of the rules in a good way. First of all, I had a client that just finished 30 days. They lost 9 pounds. They are actually in a power chair, a wheelchair. Okay, so they are limited with the amount of physical activity they can get, and they still lost 9 pounds with nutrition only. I have another client who has lost 26 pounds in 3 months, which is an average of over 8 pounds per month, which is also an average of over losing 2 pounds per week. So this is how Whole30 breaks the weight loss rules. Actually, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this, and I'm keeping much more data on how much weight people lose that stick with Whole30 and do it by the books, okay? I have had people that haven't lost over 5 pounds, but they had some cheats. They didn't follow the rules the whole time. Anybody that does it and does it by the books is going to lose a considerable amount of weight, usually over 2 pounds per week. And so that breaks one of the weight loss rules right there. Okay? We can't usually lose that much weight if you go by the old calories in, calories out, right? Most health, fitness, nutrition people out there will say that we can expect to lose 1 pound per week if we're doing things right, if we're not overeating, if we're counting our calories. So first of all, with Whole30, you don't have to count your calories. As long as it's Whole30, in my mind, you can eat it. And you don't have to watch your portions if you don't want to. I never do, and I always lose weight. So, but the rule that it really breaks is the rule of energy, the rule of calories in, calories out, because in order to lose 1 pound per week, okay, the old calories in, calories out rule that you'll see all these health and fitness influencers out there just going off about and arguing about, like, that's the only way. You have to watch your calories, and there's no way you can lose weight unless you're in a deficit, a calorie deficit. Okay, while yes, that is somewhat true, but what Whole30 shows us is that the quality of food matters as much, if not more, than the quantity of food when it comes to weight loss. Okay, because repeatedly I am seeing clients lose 8 to 12 to sometimes even 15 pounds in only 30 days. Now, let's just take on the conservative end, 8 pounds. If you want to lose 8 pounds in 30 days, that means you have to be at a 500 calorie a day deficit. Okay, 3,500 calories equal 1 pound of weight loss. So if we're 500 calorie deficit a day, and we do that for 7 days, that equals 3,500. 7 days times 500 calories, you'll lose 1 pound a week. Now that's great. That is, if you're just counting calories and you want to lose weight, yep, 1 pound a week. Keep doing that, half a year, that's 26 pounds in 6 months, 50 pounds in a year. But Whole30 somehow defies this law. And I'm starting to form some theories about this, but like people are losing 2 pounds a week lots of times. And so in order to do that, they would have to be at 1,000 calories a day deficit. That's not happening. Okay. The people that I coach through Whole30, I don't ever even recommend that. It's not safe. It's not sustainable. You will feel too hungry. Okay. But somehow they are losing that amount of weight without being that low of a deficit. All right. And so that's the rule. That's the weight loss rule that Whole30 is breaking. We don't have to be in such a severe deficit to still have some incredible weight loss. And I know not everybody is doing this for weight loss, and that's okay. The main reason is we want to feel better, right? We want to feel how it feels to thrive on only real whole foods. And we want to feel that tiger blood you get. Pardon my burp there from eating a bunch of sweet potatoes and eggs and greens this morning. But yes, there's many more benefits of eating well and eating Whole30 that are more important than weight loss. But I know a lot of us are wanting to lose weight. So I have coached people through so many different nutrition plans and programs in my, 15 years of being a gym owner, and Whole30 by far is the best. Okay. Not only because people typically lose even more weight, but we learn how to not restrict ourselves. Yes, there's lots of foods we can't eat in Whole30, but we learn to have boundaries, or what's the right word? Not restriction, but guidelines. I can't think of the right word, but so yes. So like I said, if you stick with this and do it right, you're going to lose weight, and you don't have to, you want to eat enough to feel full. You don't want to, many times when we start a diet or a nutrition program, people are thinking, I need to starve myself, or I need to not eat very much. No, bullshit. Eat everything you want as long as it is Whole30. Okay, this is how this program defies those laws of weight loss, is that you can eat whatever you want as long as it is Whole30 approved, and you will lose weight. I have never seen anybody that does not happen. Okay, and so these are a few of the reasons that I believe that Whole30 defies those weight loss rules. Is that, for one thing, when we eat whole, real foods, we feel more nourished and we feel satiated. So it's hard to overeat those foods. Whereas if you're eating Cheetos and hot dogs on a white bun or sugary sweets, it hijacks our taste buds. We can overeat that stuff way too easy. I mean, think of a food that you really like, a junk food or processed foods. Does it really nourish you? No, you could keep eating it if you're not careful. But so that's one way so our satiety signals kick in sooner, so we stop eating sooner. All right. Now, here's another thing, right? Like if you eat steak and potatoes, which all potatoes are Whole30 as long as they're not in French fry or potato chip form, you are going to, you actually expend more energy chewing and digesting whole, real foods. Okay? Whereas those processed foods, they go down easy, they're smooth, you don't have to chew much, they digest fast, and basically the excess empty calories are stored in body fat often, right? Whereas whole, real foods, they burn more calories to digest them. So I'm still not quite sure all the scientific reasons, but I do know this. As many people as I've coached through this program, Whole30 defies the conventional rules of weight loss, but you can't fuck around. You got to do it right. You can't be eating, you can't sneak this or that or the other, or have a little bread or have a little rice or have some sugar or fake sugar. Do it right so your body learns to nourish itself and run off clean fuel. Most people in the United States of America will never come close to doing what you're going to do for 30 days. Therefore, they will never get to feel as good as you feel. Okay, it's called tiger blood, and it affects different people differently, but it generally comes on after week 2, days 16 through 20-ish. I've felt tiger blood lots of times during Whole30, and basically what it means is you feel great. You have great energy. You sleep better, or you don't even need to sleep as much. And yeah, I mean, you recover from workouts faster. It's amazing, right? But literally, like, everybody can feel this good, but they're not strong like you. They're weak, okay? They're not willing to actually swim against the current, which is our food system that's all messed up, where most of the food everywhere we go, including social occasions, is not actually good for us, right? So another big stumbling block is social occasions. I'm going to a weekend retreat next weekend. Shout out to Pat Dempsey. He's going to be there. I can't wait to participate in his workshop about playing and physical activity. But yes, you guys are going to do this. It's worth it. You deserve to feel better. And let's rock this thing. Who's rocking this thing with me?